Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, we post One Piece TCG content about once or twice a week, so consider subscribing if you like One Piece TCG. Today we'll be doing something new on the channel. I'll be reviewing a recent tournament which was held in Thailand. It's the biggest tournament post OP03 release in terms of the number of players. Of course, the biggest tournament in terms of prestige was the Asia Championship that happened 2 weeks ago. So for this event, it was organized by NX Gallery in Thailand, and in total there were 256 players. I didn't see anyone covering this event, so I'll just do it myself. But I also did share the list over on Twitter, the top 16 tag list. I shared it over on my Twitter up here, so do check it out. But anyway, Thailand is known for their large-scale events, even for their flagship battles. So I had the opportunity to attend one of their flagship events last year, which there were about 300 plus players. But they also regularly have big scale events ranging from 200 to maybe 400 players. And I also hope to join Thailand events again this year because it was definitely a pleasant and enjoyable experience. So for this event, we have the leader spread out of 256 players. So as you can see, the top 3 decks being played the most were Whitebeard, Rob Lucci, and Ace. I believe this event was held a day prior to the Asia Championships, so the results from that event wouldn't have an impact on this tournament. And we also see most of the leaders from OP03 being used, which is a good thing as it shows that there is diversity, as well as some returning favorites like Zoro, Kinemon, and Smoker. And we also see Ivankov here. So before we proceed to the top 16 deck list, I just want to share that due to some mishaps during the event, placings were not given, but instead they were grouped as top 16 players. I was advised by the organizer to not share the reason why, so I won't be sharing it here. However, you can take the order of how the deck lists are being shared as a reference on their final placings. So this will be the first deck that I'm showing out of the top 16. So based on what I said earlier, you can take this as being first. So this is the first deck out of the top 16. So firstly, we have Kinemon. Kinemon is, of course, we all know it was one of the big 3 decks in OP02 meta. So with the addition of new cards from Green in OP03, I'm not sure how it will help Green improve, but it did include the new Dawn Creek card here, just playing one off. Another thing about deck builds in Thailand is that it's really very interesting. We see a lot of one-offs, then two-offs compared to I believe in the English side of things, players prefer consistency, so we see a lot of fourths for each card. Okay, so the first deck we have here is Kinemon Wano Land. So these are the cards used. I'm not really familiar with the matchups for green because I don't really play green. Okay, moving on to deck number 2. We have a Crocodile deck using the Impel Down package. Yeah, so I'm surprised that he is not using the new blue event, which is the Sun Zen Seikai. Yeah, so instead he went for the 4 Brick Fist. Yeah, and everything else is just a standard blue Crocodile deck. So this Crocodile deck, I have experience playing it. It's really very consistent. Because you are able to search off Buggy and checking your top cards using Doffy. And we also have Pacifista we also have Sentomaru to bring up Pacifistas. And if you manage to bring out the Ivankov and Luffy combo, it's really very strong. Especially if this deck goes first. Yeah, it's quite strong going first. But yeah, in OP02, I wouldn't see this deck running or this deck being played because of Ace. Yeah, Ace just eats this deck up. Okay, so moving on to the third deck, we have Smoker. So black among the other colors received the most support. So we have cards like Isho, Bruno, Kaku, and Khalifa, and as well as this 2-cost searcher. These 2 cards, they really help to improve the consistency of black decks, so I can see it doing well. And then I believe this event is a stage, it KOs one of your opponent's stage or a 0-cost character, I believe. Okay, so moving on to the 4th deck, we have Zoro. Yeah, not surprised, because Zoro did receive some new toys in the form of Izo as well as Buggy, and also Marco, 5-cost Marco. So right now Izo it can help Zoro with its consistency alongside with Nami and Dadan and as well as Buggy. So yeah, top 4 decks were as mentioned. Okay, so moving on to the top 8 decks. So top 8 decks, we have, okay, the 5th deck, we have another Zoro, which is slightly different, playing the Tetch as well as the Magra. Yeah, so, and also playing the Gordon and Chopper. Nothing much to share, it's the standard Zoro stuff. Then moving on to the 6th deck. Okay, so I believe from here on, all the decks will be Whitebeard. It's just difference in deck building. So I believe 6th deck, Whitebeard. 7th deck is Whitebeard playing the Blackbeard variant. Okay, 8. Yeah, it's playing this King Dew, and everything else seems the same. 9. Similar deck list running the Blackbeard. 10. Running 4 King Dew and 4 of this Atmos, as well as the new event. Okay, 11. Similar deck build. There's really nothing much to share. Yeah, and I remember playing this guy back last year in OP02 format. Yeah, he was playing Kaido. Okay, then next, surprisingly, we have Whitebeard. Similar build. So the core of the deck is mainly the same. It's just that whether you want to tag in cards or not, such as Blackbeard, or even playing the new vanillas and stuff. Okay, next will be another Whitebeard. This time it's playing this card. I believe it's called Ragyo. So attach 1 Dawn, all your Whitebeard characters gets 1000 boost. And is this the last one? The last Whitebeard? Yeah, this is a more standard Whitebeard build running this. And okay, maybe we still have a few more Whitebeards. Yeah, but typically everything is the same. And I believe this should be the last Whitebeard. Yeah, so that's all for the top 16 deck list. So although there are some decks that are expected to see the top card, but we didn't see, such as Katakuri, Nami, Kaido, and possibly even Eustace Kid. We are still very early in the OP03 meta, and based on previous formats, the meta evolves and changes weekly. So I'm excited to see how the meta will shape up. And finally, if you've enjoyed the video and find it helpful, do hit the like button, leave a comment on your thoughts below, and consider subscribing to the channel. Also follow me on Twitter for more One Piece TCG content, and once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.